Tonight on Bondi Rescue.
Get out there quick, boys.
The beach where anything can happen.
Right, Dean?
8 rips and 2 near drownings. A fisherman swept off rocks.
I said swim and he couldn't even say I can't.
Surfing, Kyle style. Then, an explosive device washes up on the beach.
Definitely escalated, Mark.
Bondi in lockdown.
They've just asked me if we want the tower, because the tower could get blown up.
It's a regular weekday morning on Bondi Beach. With the weekend madness over, it's looking like a quiet day. But lifeguards know this is one beach where it's never safe to drop your guard.
Yeah, conditions today is nuts. You know, we've got 8 really bad rips running at the moment. It's almost impossible to be the right one at the right time. And if we had about 30 or 40,000 down here, we'd be in all sorts of trouble.
Attention these swimmers in front. You're swimming in a very dangerous area. Please get out of the water. You must walk up the beach and swim between the red and yellow flags.
Down south, lifeguards patrol 4 strong rips.
Yeah, they should be okay.
Up north, the situation appears safer. But not for long. Kerbox spots a swimmer waving for help.
You're going to have to go pretty quick, fellas. Yeah, get out there quick, boys.
Harries races out with Deano close behind. The swimmer is actually directing lifeguards to his friend. The man is desperate, barely keeping his head above water.
Going under. It's going under, eh?
Grab the boy. The boy.
Is he all right down there?
Chest down on the board. Chest down low. That's it, good boy. Chest down low. Very good, man. Oh, thank you. Are you all right? That's all right, mate.
Deano watched that whole thing unfold right in front of us. But yeah, that was a close one.
Jason is Korean and studying English in Australia. It's one of his first visits to Bondi.
You have a bit of a rest for a bit. I drink a lot of... You drink the water. You feel it, headache? Thank you. We have to get... I think it's a good idea to get you checked up.
He's taken in a lot of water. Lifeguards are concerned about his condition.
What happens, Harry's probably told you, if you swallow water, you can get an infection in your lungs and you can get very sick. And actually one guy died last year after swallowing lots of water.
Deano's reassuring words don't seem to have helped.
Ambulance, please. Thank you.
Dad, did I find you? Yeah. We have someone up here watching the water.
I was so frightened.
You're frightened?
Yeah, this is really the first time I ever experienced it.
Ever experienced it, yeah.
Harries attaches a blood monitor. A healthy oxygen saturation level is 97% and above.
So it's saying he's 91.
91% is cause for concern.
Low. So it's really good that we brought you up here for a further checkup. So
An oxygen mask will help get it back to normal.
So ambulance coming? Yeah, ambulance coming.
Jason's getting more oxygen in, but he still needs to get water out.
You can drown with as little as 1 teaspoon of salt water in the lungs. Your body has to balance that out, the salt water out, and it'll draw more water into the lungs, and that's why you actually drown.
Paramedics back up.
Just need to measure the physically, I'm okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no water in your lungs. Your blood pressure's back to normal already. When we take you off the oxygen, your saturation of oxygen, the amount of oxygen in your blood is normal. And you basically swallowed a lot of water and had a bit of a vomit and spat it out again. So
I'm alive now. I'm breathing in the fresh air outside. I was so lucky the safeguard could see and run into me, and so I thought I'm safe. I'm safe right now.
Jason's safe, but there's no rest for the lifeguards. More swimmers are struggling in a rip.
Yeah, Bondi Central ATV. Mate, Deano needs backup, 3rd ramp. Get down there.
With 3 women in trouble, Hoppo's needed in the water.
These holes are just giving us all kinds of hell.
The first woman indicates her two friends are more urgent.
Oh, she's face down, that chick.
Hoppo pulls one girl to safety. Deano spots the third girl making a last-ditch effort to signal for help. The swell makes the rescue difficult.
Right, Dean?
Deano's raised arm signals it's a serious case. He needs backup on the beach.
Yeah, time to get down there. Take the deep. Hey, Blake, deep with that, mate. Yeah, Rob, you might want to get down south, mate.
Deano struggles to rescue a woman he found face down in the water.
Right, Dean?
Hoppo has a second woman on his rescue board. Deano again signals the tower.
Yeah, Dino just giving the sign means he needs all assistance. He's pulled someone out. I think they were just face down.
Deano's patient has come around, but lifeguards know she needs close attention. Less than a minute ago, the woman was face down in the water.
Swallowed heaps of water, so we'll put on the oxy, get an ambulance.
Okay, copy, mate.
Try and stand up, we'll hold you. No? Yeah, just lay her on the board, we'll carry her. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, switch.
Lifeguards don't know how much water the woman has swallowed, or how long she's been without oxygen.
Do some oxygen. Try and make you feel better, alright? Just breathe into it normally, it's alright. Nice deep breaths. Can you speak to me now? No? There's a smile. You're alright.
Teresa is from Eastern Europe. She's been living in Bondi for 2 months.
Carissa. Hey, how are ya? That's better.
She's regained enough strength to laugh at Blake getting her name wrong, but she's not out of danger. Blake must keep testing her level of consciousness.
Do you know where you are? The beach? What beach? Bondi. Where are you from? Really? That's a long way to Bondi. That's better. Smiles, that's what we like to see.
She swallowed heaps of water. She was just face down.
As paramedics arrive, Teresa is showing signs of hypoxia due to her poor levels of oxygen.
You think maybe you lost consciousness for a little bit? Yeah, okay. It sounds like the lifesavers had to wake you up.
The first girl goes, go to the girl out the back. So I went to her as fast as I could and she was floating unconscious. And I sort of give the sign, you know, that we've got to let all the boys know. And she was so light, I just pulled her on the board and I sort of whacked her and she woke up. Yeah, she still looks really pale. She's struggling to keep her head up. She couldn't communicate with us, but she's breathing and she's conscious, you know, and she's in good hands.
You're just going to hold on to your seat anchor. Yeah, go.
I guess the scariest part is running down with the defib, knowing, like, every time you run, you're running with it because you think it's going to get used kind of thing. So she kind of lapsed in and out a few times, and every time we wake her up, she'd come back with these big, broad smiles on her faces. It's such a cool feeling to see, but that's got to be the closest thing to a drowning I've ever seen.
Teresa is lucky to be alive. She'll be examined in hospital to determine if there's water in her lungs.
It's been crazy. We were sitting here with all of us boys just talking about it. Like, couldn't believe how it's just come out of nowhere. It's been one hell of a day.
Being a lifeguard isn't all work and no play. Most of the boys in blue have been surfing since they were kids. And what better way for an off-duty lifeguard to relax?
Just so you don't hurt people. All right, amateurs should be down the other end, all right? Should be really in a pool.
But today, Kyle, on secondment all the way from Hawaii, is about to teach the old dog some new tricks. And it's not how to surf backwards.
Yeah, this is like a combination of ancient Polynesian wave riding mixed with new age surfing with all this new equipment they got going. So it'll be a good, definitely a great thing to introduce to Bondi and all the lifeguards here.
On the massive 12-foot board, Kyle shows his style and makes it look deceptively easy.
He's got a couple of tricks up his sleeve, Kyle. These boards and, you know, in the surf, he sort of, in the big waves, he stood out one day with a really impressive lake takeoff.
But how well can Bondi's elite watermen handle the equivalent of surfing an aircraft carrier?
Oh no.
Harries is first to have a crack. Strike one. Strike two.
So hard.
Haven't caught a wave yet, but I don't think it'll be too far off. Here comes a wave now, so this will be interesting. Looks like both of them are going to get it. Oh, no, Kyle's on. Harry's is off.
Strike three, and he's out. Blake is up next.
It's heaps hard getting a wave. It's actually real frustrating. He's going to get smashed. But he's going well. He's up. He actually looks... Oh, he's off. He looks a lot like the pole.
Oh, he's off.
But it's Kyle who's got all the moves.
How'd you go, Blakey? They're hard. Hard? Hard. Pulling into a wave is so difficult.
Can gun surfer Kobe resurrect the pride of the lifeguard team?
You can tell, like, just watching, you can straight away see which one's natural and which one's not. Like, Kobe's an awesome surfer, and he still looks out of place on it. Here he goes. On it. He's too fast. Nailed it. See what? He's on the wave. It's sweet. Just.
It's a respectable effort. But despite a rude drop-in by H, Kyle wins on points.
My last wave I got with H-man. That was a good little wave. We both caught at the same time. We both got to the shoulder. That's what it's all about, just going out there with your friends and enjoying the surf. No worries.
On the cliffs around Bondi, some people have fun in very different ways. Rock fishing is the most dangerous recreational sport in Australia. With the swell up, a report's just come in of a situation off the cliffs.
Mate, there's a tinny coming in just off North Bondi. It's got a person that's fallen off the rocks. They've picked him up.
Dangerous swells have knocked a rock fisherman off the cliffs. Lifeguards treat him at the Bondi boat ramp.
He's just fallen off the back of the rocks out near Bembuffer, and I think some of these fishermen came around and picked him up and brought him up to here.
They were fishing on the cliffs. He slipped in, bounced down the cliffs, and I saw this head bobbing against the cliffs too. He was dead. He was finished.
And then he's got pins and needles in his hands. He's absolutely so lucky to be so lucky. He used all 9 lives if he was a cat today, that's for sure. He's very, very lucky.
I'll never forget it. It was like, I said swim and he couldn't even say I can't. He was just sort of, you know, and his head was going a bit under and down, and I would have lost the boat before I lost him, I reckon. I would have swum with him.
Have you got pain anywhere, Dale? Pins and needles in your hands? Okay, but you don't remember what's happened, is that right?
Kevin is from England. The pins and needles in his arms are a possible sign of spinal injury.
I think when he fell in, I think he got slammed against the wall. That's where he got all his cuts from.
Secured on a spinal board, Kevin will soon find out whether he's got more to worry about than cuts and bruises.
I'll see you later, buddy. I'll leave my number and we can catch up and have a beer over it one day, okay?
Mate.
No worries at all. No problem, mate.
As one patient heads off to hospital, another returns to the beach. Earlier in the day, Teresa was lying face down in the water.
Oh, my pleasure. What did they do? What did they say at the hospital?
Everything is okay.
Everything's okay?
Yeah, I didn't take so much water. You were quick, really quick.
Really quick?
Yeah.
You were so light, I just grabbed you on my board and...
43 kilos.
43 kilos?
Yes.
All right. Come upstairs, we've got your bag.
Okay.
You can meet the other lifeguards to help you out. Come up. You're on the way out. I saw you and you were fading in and out, and then in the last 30 seconds you were just floating upside down like this, and I was...
Because just at some moment I just realized that it's useless to fight, and I just had to keep the rest of the power I had just to scream for help. That's it.
That's good.
I just was trying to save, to gain a few seconds at least. That was my decision. That was my plan.
You did well.
Yeah. And, I felt like I'm not gonna make it alone anymore.
So you thought you were going to drown? Yeah. When you walk off the beach on a day like today, you get a lot of satisfaction knowing that there's no lives lost down here. They're having dinner with their family right now, so it's a great feeling.
By pack-up time, there have been 2 near drownings and an injured rock fisherman. A quiet day on one of the world's busiest beaches. Bondi is left to lovers. It's Valentine's Day, but before lifeguards head off for their own romantic rendezvous, a new incident.
Do not have Where's my police or military?
Yeah. It's scary.
Oh my god. Where was it? Just
in the water. I don't want to
flammable. Looks like a bomb. Nah.
No, don't say that.
Unwisely, Kyle gives it a nudge. Kerbox is more cautious and calls police.
Good, mate. Listen, we just got this thing washed up on the beach. It's like a metal cylinder, and it says it contains phosphorus. It says if found or whatever, notify police or the military.
To arm for hand launching. Rotate cover. Seems like you'll put it in something and it'll shoot off.
Rotate it.
It does look like some kind of rocket. Oh, this is something.
Do not push
dangerous.
a base plug in. Yeah, please, no one touch it.
Yeah, no, this is actually kind of serious, actually.
Yeah, the police are pretty concerned, actually. They said, mate, whatever you do, just stay there and don't make sure no one touches it. It could explode.
Do not touch it. Too late.
Don't touch it. Never a dull moment down here. Have a look at it. It's ridiculous.
As a jogger nearly treads on the explosive device, Kyle decides to create a 1 metre exclusion zone.
Put a bomb on the beach. Just in case some runner just almost kicked it.
We were meant to be doing the biathlon, but instead we came for a walk up and down here and we went into the water.
Emma and Claudia are volunteer lifesavers.
And then Emma just found this cylinder object and started reading it, and it said return to military, so we got really scared and came up to the lifeguard tower.
Bondi keeps throwing me these curveballs. This beach is out of control. We got 40,000 people, half of them trying to go out and drown us. Now we got bombs washing on the beach that isn't really helping us. These 2 girls found it semi-submerged in the water while they were swimming, and they picked it up and brought it up here, and that's when they notified us. And it has instructions on how to arm it, so you can imagine it's kind of serious.
Local police call the bomb squad.
Yeah.
The exclusion zone is immediately expanded from 1 metre to 30.
Now we got some kind of explosive or something on the beach, and we're about to leave, and it says call the military or the police immediately. And a couple of girls.
Kerbox's romantic evening is suddenly on hold.
No, I wouldn't be ringing you if it went off.
I guess they don't know what it is. It could be dangerous, could not be. I guess they're taking no chances on this.
All right, I won't say what she's saying. All right, see ya. Bye. She wasn't too bad.
Shortly after, the police rescue squad arrives. They expand the exclusion zone from 30 metres to 300. Half of Bondi Beach is now in lockdown.
Another interesting day at Bondi.
Whatever's inside the mystery cylinder must pack a punch.
Yeah, we go. We're ready now. Thank you.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
There's a bomb scare on Bondi Beach.
The police are taking it very seriously.
It's an hour after knockoff time on Valentine's Day. For Harries and Kyle, it looks like a late night at the office.
We're going to get... The police want our assistance down there. They haven't got enough manpower and there's a lot of people gathering. We're not trained as lifeguards in bomb management, but we've got a duty of care to the public, so it's really important that we kind of help out. Everyone's tired. They've just worked 10 hours on the beach, but what do? You just do your best. Got to help out here.
It's definitely escalated, mate. We got Harry's back in with you. He's come back to help us out, so yeah, it's all happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we all move back another 100 metres, please, from this area, just for your own safety?
help us out. I wouldn't stand around. Could be a very serious matter. Move right back, thank you.
What started as 4 witches' hats around the explosive device has become a lockdown of Bondi Beach.
So we've got to stop this traffic coming through. They don't want cars.
You guys want to move up to Campbell Parade for us? Thank you. Come on, up to Campbell Parade. Thank you. They've found something down on the beach. Yeah. It's a bit dangerous, so move up to Campbell Parade for us. That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Look at that. We got it covered.
We've got dinner reservations down there.
On a night like this, Bondi is no place for lovers.
Thank you.
Then, Defence Force bomb experts arrive. Special equipment is brought in to disarm the explosive device.
They've just asked me if we want the tower, because the tower could get blown up and a lot of the glass in the surrounding area. This is amazing. I've never dealt with something like this on Bondi Beach.
Right when you think you've seen it all, a bomb comes ashore at Bondi Beach. Something I've never dealt with in Hawaii.
After 3 tense hours, the explosive device is finally disarmed. Police give Hoppo the all clear.
Satisfied that everything's safe, so we're going to go. We'll take all our goodies with us and everything's declared safe. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks.
They've gone down and defused the bomb or whatever it was that flooded in, and they've called it all clear and everyone's moving away and it's all over.
It's not until the next day that lifeguards find out the nature of the device and how dangerous the situation was.
Now, I'd suggest that if you were holding on to that and the scuttling charge operated, the experience of that would be probably similar of trying to hold on to the nozzle of an oxyacetylene torch. Yeah. Okay. Right. Very, very hot. Lots of molten metal, which gets thrown in the probably around about 10 to 20 metre mark. The item at Bondi completely failed to initiate, so it was fully armed and live.
The mystery cylinder was a military flare used in anti-submarine operations.
The 2 girls I thought of, they grabbed it and they came to the beach and she's kind of like holding it and shaking it. Would that have done anything or not really?
That is an undesirable.
Yeah, I think that's...
A bomb scare seems a reasonable excuse for missing a romantic dinner on Valentine's Day. But perhaps the lifeguards were meant to be together anyway.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, I've hugged Hoppo and Harries and...
Once again.
Yeah. Once again.
We're by ourselves.
Once again.
The Lone Rangers.
Right?
Let's see how it ends every year.
Next on Bondi Rescue, plucked from disaster.
He's gone. That's what I saw his hand.
3 suspected spinals in 1 hour.
My back, and it really...
Just try and take a couple of deep breaths.